Hello and welcome to Big John's Thoughts on the Market for February 2017. And what a difference a year makes. When you take a look at where we were a year ago, we were talking about the possibility of $20 or $25 a barrel oil, massive layoffs in Calgary and all through Alberta, and really a general sense of pessimism that ran through our entire market and the entire population in Alberta. Now this year, I wouldn't say that everything is roses and everything isn't great, but definitely it's far better than it was a year ago. We're talking about oil over $50 a barrel. Most of the major layoffs have been completed. We're seeing some stability in the labor market, and we're also starting to see some firms starting to hire people back. All very good signs that maybe we've hit bottom and we're starting to recover. Now, with all of that in mind, let's take a look at some of the numbers from January 2017, and we're going to see that they're far better than we saw last year. So if we look at the absorption rate throughout the city of Calgary, a year ago there was over 6.5 months worth of supply in the marketplace. Today we're sitting at just over 4.25 months. If you take a look at detached homes, there's about 3.1 months worth of supply. That's a decrease of over 2 months, meaning there was over 5 months worth of supply of single-family homes last January. With attached homes, you saw that there was about 6.5 months worth of supply, almost 7 months worth of supply. And now this year we're sitting at about 4.5 months worth of supply. So again, you've seen that number's come down 2.5 months worth of supply. Again, a very good thing marching towards a stable market. With apartment-style condominiums, the number is still quite high. A year ago, it was over 9 months worth of supply in the market. Now we're seeing just over 8 months worth of supply. Still an improvement from a year ago, but those numbers are still quite high, so it represents some great buying opportunities if you're taking a look at buying that first property, downsizing, all of those kinds of things. There's quite a bit of inventory in the condo apartment market. Now, overall, what we're seeing in January 2017 is an increase of almost 24% in the number of sales versus a year ago. The total number of new listings has gone down by 13%, and we've seen the overall inventory come down about 18%. So what we're seeing is 24% more sales, 13% less inventory coming into the market, and that has caused the overall inventory to come down by about 18%. Now, what does this mean? Well, for buyers, we always heard in 2016, well, we're waiting for the bottom, we're waiting for prices to go down. Well, with these kinds of numbers, coupled with the numbers that we saw in the end of 2016 in November, December, showing stabilization, now in January, seeing that trend continue, we may well have hit the bottom of the marketplace in many of these sectors. And I think buyers need to take a look and reevaluate why they're waiting. Why aren't they buying right now? And if it's because they're waiting for the prices to go down more, that may not happen. Sellers, it doesn't mean that we're going to see prices increase right away. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden everything miraculously becomes easier, but it does mean that there's a much higher probability that you are going to be able to sell your property for a reasonable, fair market value. So if you are looking at buying or selling, my team and I are here to help evaluate that particular market that you're in and help to determine the best strategy for you to maximize your return and achieve your real estate goals. I hope you're having a great start to 2017, and we look forward to working with you this year. Take care.